Hello everybody and welcome back to Allysair. My name is Champion Unit and I will be your Dungeon Master for the night. I go by he, him pronouns, and as always I'm joined by my wonderful players. Starting of course with Krim.
Hi, I
Silly
was
sausage.
muted. Hi, I'm Krim. I use she, they pronouns, and I play Clary, your Arako.
Following on from Clary or Krim, we have Snail.
Hello, I'm Snail Legs. I play Flotsam. My pronouns are he, him.
After Snail, we have Tom.
What?
There we go. Tom is a little bit ill at the moment, so...
What do you mean?
Significantly less than earlier this week.
Oh yeah, God, sounded awful this week. But yes, and last but not least, we have the one, the only.
Come on.
You can do it.
You got this, you can do it.
Hey.
Cloudy.
Oh, you got it. You got it.
It took you long enough to remember. It's not that hard of a name.
I don't think any of you just caught the fact that I said Cloudy instead.
I did not.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
did not,
Wait,
in
what?
fact, hear that.
Yeah.
Perhaps. With the way my memory is going, I might as well be.
Hey man, listen, I keep putting stuff in the wrong places in our house. I nearly put chili flakes in the fridge earlier, and then a container of sugar in the fridge this morning.
I opened the wrong cupboard. Never been in. I don't know why.
Yes, well, to go through it and just make sure everything is in order, we stream these episodes live at 7 p.m. UK time. I've lost it. I'm
Currently
going insane.
GMT.
Yeah, I fucking hate that it keeps changing.
Daylight saving sucks.
We stream it on Sundays. However, we have, because of schedule conflictions recently, we have had to kind of drop a little bit every now and again. But that's a part of being an adult. Get over it.
I wish I could.
Yeah. But yes, we upload these episodes on YouTube and Spotify on various days throughout the week. We aim to get them out on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. 2 parts on the Tuesday and Thursday for Spotify, and 1 part for the full VOD on YouTube. I think that's everything. So,
Play.
yeah,
Woo!
it's been a while.
I
can
also
see-
may fall asleep this session. Hog shoeing. I apologize.
I can see Misty trying to get Clyde's attention in the background. But yes, well, it is time. Krim, would
Time
you like
has
to...
come back.
Oh,
Maybe
God,
I
everything-
should start up
This one are
D&D
you,
on-
Uguay?
I'll
Right.
start.
Let me clear my throat quickly. Last session, our party spent time aboard the Breachpoint, their personal airship, with Nazora having spent the evening in deep thought, whilst the trio of Clunk, Flotsam, and Clary were investigating the Tila Caves. Nazora had one recurring thought, regarding the painting in Clary's office. Choosing to enter Clary's captain's quarters, Nazora investigated, and discovered that the painting was more than it seemed. Brushing their hand against the hawfinch feather, they noticed that when they pulled it away, their hand was damp, almost as if it had been in a drizzle. A moment of consideration later, and Nazora was charging towards the painting, preparing to leap through it. Enveloped by the painting's magic, Nazora found themselves tumbling through a strange tunnel of magic, with gravity constantly changing directions. Minutes passed until they entered a beautiful evening sky. An open golden sky surrounded them, light reflecting off the tops of impossibly large and soft clouds. In the distance they saw 2 Aarakocran figures, clad in red and brown attire. The first was a smaller, younger, and familiar figure, an Aarakocra in the stylings of a crested tit, Clary. The other was in the style of a hawfinch, significantly larger than Clary, and both were wearing a set of red and brown messenger uniforms, adorned with a symbol of an anvil with a star in it. Watching this pair fly around, almost playing with each other. Alas, all good things must end, and no sky can stay clear forever. The gentle breeze changed to that of a harsh storm, the rain creeping in till the sky was dominated. The pair careened towards the ground with a single shout escaping Clary. The last words Nizora heard was a name. Cooley. Cully. Fuck. Sorry, every time, it's just in my head, that's how it goes. Sorry. As this vision ended, a new one began. Nizora returned to a changed Heridia, the sky and ground flowing like ink. As Nizora flexed their connection to this realm's magic, they came to realize that it was not the same as it once was. While she was still able to influence the world, it no longer seemed to recognize her, which became apparent when they returned to one of their towers, an imposing structure surrounded by a thick briar wall. In the past, this wall would have opened, allowing Nizora to rest, but this time there was no reaction. Choosing to move on, Nizora returned to a small nearby village. In the past, the Heridian communities would move, erecting temporary structures like tents for rest. However, since Nizora's disappearance, more permanent houses have begun to be built. Approaching the most established structure, a figure exited. This figure, with short brown hair and dark skin, wearing tattered clothes and a similarly coloured red coat to Nizora. With this vision ending, Nizora found them back in themselves. I'm going to try that again. Give me 2 seconds. With this vision ending, Nizora found themselves back in the captain's quarters, with a large amount of time having passed. The rest of the party had returned, and Clary was surprised to see a cold and wet Nizora sat on their floor. After informing Clary about what had just happened, the pair sat in the captain's quarters, letting the night pass. With the sun rising, Clunk spent some time in the quartermaster's office, before being approached by Nizora, asking what had happened the night before. Clunk explained what had happened in the Tila Caves, that an unknown being had arrived on the plain, slaughtering a number of Allysair soldiers. At breakfast, the party gathered. Clary worried once again that they were not cut out to be the captain of the ship. Flotsam revealed that he was worried that he was not cut out for the adventures of the party in general. However, with reassurance, both members of the party were told that they were always welcomed, however events turned out. It's been a couple hours since the breakfast. When I had last kind of spoke to you guys, I think the general consensus was that you would be heading towards the city of Steel Edge, the capital of Allysair. Have there been any changes to that plan?
Nope.
I think so.
Well.
Yep.
Yep. Oh, Tom wants to do something. Tom, what do you want to do?
Yes. I want a yes.
Oh, shit. Okay. Can you roll a dexterity check for me?
Okay, sure. Oh, the dice just fell.
Oh, dear.
19.
19?
Yeah.
No.
Shit.
What?
Well, it has been a little bit. With the kind of crew of the breach point preparing to take off, kind of gathering the last little bits of supplies throughout the town. One of the last things that happened was the mayor of the town had paid the trio of. Sorry, my mistake for drinking fizzy drinks before the stream started.
Could you?
Had given payment to the trio of Clunk, Flotsam, and Clary. And this was kind of in the form of like raw gems that he seemingly summoned from the ground. As that kind of happens, you can see that he is one of the people that is actually helping move some of the supplies onto the ships, almost as kind of like a additional thank you for helping with whatever was happening with the Shadow. I mean, it's up to you if you want to head out right away, or if there's anything you would like to do before.
Nope.
I don't think so.
No.
Well, the ship is fully loaded. It is restocked, resupplied. This will essentially, what I will say is for the first kind of first couple restocks of the breach point, it will be not with your money. We'll say that it is kind of like an amount that that Azkara Venataz set aside when kind of giving you the ship initially, right? So we'll say like, because I believe this is the second stop that you guys have made. We'll say like the first 5 are kind of covered by him. Does that seem fair?
All right, yeah.
They know.
I won't take free money. I won't say no to free money.
It isn't really free money. It's free cover. You know, like
It's technically free money because we don't have to pay,
that is true.
Mm.
Right. Well.
and I'm very poor.
Yes. Well, fair enough. Right. With that, the breach point, you can see the crystals along the bottom of the hull begin to glow. I believe it was a purplish color. And the ship begins to ascend. Clyde is deciding that he wants to be very noisy starting now. As that dog always does. Yes, you can see that the kind of, as you rise, the air becomes a bit thinner, it gets a little bit colder. The various ganassi of the crew that makes up the breach point are beginning to handle the kind of maintenance of the ship. You actually notice that the fire ganassi that kind of help man part of the ship, you can see that their kind of flaming hair begins to get a bit shorter the higher you get up. And yeah, with that, I would like one of you to nominate yourselves for something.
I volunteer as tribute, I guess. I don't know.
Bodhi, roll me a d20.
Ah, shit, that's a 1.
Oh no.
I'm not good at this.
Baldy, why did you volunteer?
I wasn't
Just
sure what I was
like-
volunteering for, so I'm like, oh, it better be interesting, I guess. Ah, that's not a good
Excellent.
laugh. That's not a good laugh.
Uh-oh.
Well, I think Clyde has just decided to throw a toy down the side of the thing, and he's going to be an asshole about it. 2 seconds to just double check where that is, so he doesn't start yelling. Clyde, stop being a prick.
In a month, and the first roll's a 1.
The
I can't
distant
believe that.
I stop being a.
Where the fuck is it, you twat? Clyde, there's nothing here, you silly sus. Oh,
I'm pretty sure there is something there, and he's not being a silly sausage.
How did you get it over there, you prick? I had to get this with a fucking coat. Better enjoy.
Oh.
Million.
I appear to be stuck under my desk.
What?
Well, the session went wild.
Crazy.
Okay, right, there we go, I'm back.
Next just the guy under the desk.
Oh, God, sorry.
Next,
What
we
happened
heard
was
every. That was.
my headphones were on. I could hear you. I had to grab that. He has a toy that he's attached to at the moment, and basically he managed to get it thrown completely on the other side of the part of a place that he's absolutely able to get it from.
Mm.
I had to grab it with a coat hanger, and then because I was still sat on my chair, like with my back under the desk, I couldn't move back properly. So I had to get off of the chair, push the chair back, and climb back up. Right.
Clyde has a bad habit of just putting his voice somewhere that he.
Yeah. Or,
yeah.
putting it on the bed and then jumping off, like, why is it there? Why do I not have it? Like he is right now.
Mm.
Right, let me get back into it. You rolled a 1, correct?
Sadly.
Right,
It's been a month and this was the first roll. God damn it.
I think that
It's in
sets the tone.
character.
I think that sets the
I don't
tone.
like that it's in character.
Yeah. Right, well, as the breach point takes off, it's been maybe an hour. You've kind of rose to quite decent height. The air is thin, and as you are kind of flying about the ship, heading towards the city of Steel Edge, in a kind of a northwest direction, I need you all to make perception checks real quick.
I
I'm
do
good
that
at
every
these.
time I end up.
I'm saying
Yeah.
I'm quartermaster for a reason.
27.
Yeah. 27?
Dang, you beat me 23.
23?
Trying to find my modifier. 12.
12, and Bishra?
Well, yes.
Perception check, please.
Let me check my perception.
It'd be based off of wisdom, so I imagine yours could be pretty good if you get a high roll.
15
15? Right.
total.
Brilliant. 15 total? Yep. Okay, so, kind of going through. Flotsam, you got a 12, right?
Yes.
You are the last person to notice this, I will tell you that now.
Okay.
Clary and Clunk, as you guys are kind of manning various stations on the ship, kind of looking around, keeping an eye on things, in the distance, you see another ship.
I don't like where this is going.
It is a so the larger ship, almost like a kind of equivalent of like a galleon sized. The wood is made from the wood is made from wood. Sorry, the wood is a kind of a dark, almost black color. You can see that there are large holes in the side of the ship, almost as if like damage has kind of been done to it. The sails are tattered and almost appear to be rotted.
So
No,
scared
not
that it's
great.
air pirates.
Holy
I will
shit,
say-
guys. Air pirates.
I heard
Max
Max
died.
talking, but like,
He's muted.
Yeah, Clyde's being a silly sausage. But yes, with that you can see the this kind of ship floating by. It's a big ship, but with a 27, it was a 27, wasn't it?
yes.
Sorry. With a 27, you can't see like anyone on its deck
Are there any
from
like
this distance.
marking, like identify it at all, like a flag?
You can see that there at the top there would have been like a kind of identifying flag, but it is
It's
kind
got
of
the Jolly
ruined.
Roger.
No, it is kind of tattered and
The
And-
One
and-
Piece.
um. Up you go.
So
He's
there's
being a silly bastard.
there's no name, no flag.
There is a
And-
name.
Oh.
Okay, so just a little bit of context, I was going to get a random name generator for this ship. However, one has stuck out to me, and it is called Batman. Like, I shit you not. I'm gonna put this in no mic so you guys can see this. Like it does like Batman.
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 It does in fact say Batman.
But Tyler is also there.
Oh,
Oh my god.
I guess Man Bat is there too.
Yes. Right. Well, let me just get a better one. You can see that the name of the ship is the It just says the Snapper on the side.
Snapper.
Hmm. Okay.
I guess the ship snaps other ships.
Well, not Voldy. Tommy, you did you like Switch?
No.
Right, go the fuck away. I'm busy. My god, this dog is so annoying. Go away. Oh my god. Right. Yes, you can see that the name of the ship is the Snapper. Kind of dark wood, almost kind of like a black coloring. You can see that there are large chunks of the hull missing, almost as if it's been in combat of some kind.
Okay. I'm gonna see if we can steer this ship a little bit away from it. Try and do like a big circle around.
Yeah.
I don't trust it.
Don't worry, I don't either.
Yep. Well, as you are doing so, you hear
Breach!
Clyde. I'm so sorry. I'm taking this toy off of him. It's pissing me off now.
Oh no.
Uh-oh. I just hear Max in the other room.
Oh.
Well, how's,
Right,
how's
sorry.
everyone? Okay.
Sorry. Yep, I know, it's so good. Right, where were we? Right.
Wait, we were gonna
Clary,
steer the
I
ship.
need you... Okay, cool. I need you to make a check, Clary.
How to check do I need to make?
This would be... Let me pull up my notes of what kind of checks this would be. Sorry, I have a lot of notes. This would be a charisma check. Probably a persuasion. Persuasion or intimidation. It's up to you.
Oh, both of them. I'll do persuasion. I don't really want. Nat 20.
Right, for a total?
Nat 20.
Well, no, I just wanted. I thought you had bad charisma.
I do. It just doesn't add anything.
Right. Well, with that 20, successful 20, you kind of send the instructions out to the crew. Like, oh, bank left, to give it birth. As you do, you can see that the breach point begins to turn. The Snapper doesn't change course at all. Almost
What's its
kind
course
of
looking like?
At this point, it was just kind of like general, not like towards you, but it was in your path, kind of.
Okay.
Heading in one direction. It seems to be unmoving. As you kind of pass, you do move a little bit away from it. As far as you can see, there is nobody on the deck. Nobody behind the wheel, nobody on the deck. That's
Is
all
the
you
ship
see.
moving in a way where it looks like...
It is heading in one singular direction.
Does it look like it's just kind of drifting? Question.
That would be a intelligence check.
Oh.
And I will let you add your proficiency for this because this is related to ships, because you have now been trained in air vehicles.
17.
17? The way it's moving does look like it's drifting. Seems to be out of its own control.
Is there a way to tell where it will eventually end up?
I mean, if you've got a map, you might be able to figure it out. As the quartermaster, you would probably have a map. But
Didn't we say I had one in my quarters?
yes, I mean, best guess, I'm gonna say like this is a free thing. Like Clunk is good at navigation. I mean, you got the stars and shit. You're used to navigating by that stuff. From what you can tell, it is heading in a straight line. If you have the roll 20 up at the moment,
I do.
it is heading in a straight line from kind of Steel Edge to my bonus. I will draw a little weird icon. You might be able to see it.
Mhm.
Essentially, Krim, if you have us on the thingy stream, it just makes it a bit easier for anyone visualizing it. So currently, it is between the village, the town of my bonus and Steel Edge. Currently, at the direction it's kind of going, it's going to end up going this kind of direction, kind of towards the town of Gilvera. If unaffected, it will just keep going, kind of in that southeast direction.
I guess that leads to my next question. Does it look like it's staying at a stable altitude, or is it changing at all?
It is, I mean, currently it's at the same altitude. It hasn't changed altitude.
I am just kind of worried about that thing dropping out of the sky.
Then
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't trust it entirely, but like having just an airship drifting just is bad anyway.
I was
If
gonna say,
we
it's
can try and
dangerous.
stop it before it hurts anyone.
I mean, what does everyone else think? Because I'm willing to give it a shot if you are.
I'm also willing.
Hmm.
What do you two?
I agree. I think it seems very suspicious that a ship like that would just be drifting unmanned.
Mm-hmm.
I will say, Flotsam, you can make
Mhm.
a history check.
Oh, okay.
I'm so glad we have a local.
Exactly.
That is a nat one.
Oh no!
That second one.
The name doesn't ring a bell. The Snapper is not an. Actually, you know what?
Okay.
I will give you advantage because you
Oh,
you used to work at a ship dock, so you would actually know a bit more about this.
in
If you roll
theory.
if you roll a
Yay!
second net one, then
Then that's a double critical fail, so you know.
What?
I'm
No.
gutted.
his head explodes.
My head explodes. No. I got 11.
11? Okay. So with an 11, as opposed to a 1, we'll canonize the 1 a little bit. There's a moment where, like, Flotsam's, like, kind of, like, racking his head. It's like, the Snapper. The name of the Snapper doesn't ring a bell to Flotsam. However, you have heard tales of sometimes there have been people that have just found the wreckages of an airship with no kind of understanding of what caused it. I guess it's almost like a bit of like an urban legend amongst the kind of like airship sailing community that sometimes the bad crews may be punished.
Ooh. Okay. I'm like really not sure what to think now. Yeah.
I'm still just really worried about this falling out of the sky and landing on like a city or something.
I'll sort of relay the information about there's wreckages that sort of
I mean, we face danger every like
It's just kind of our MO at this point.
it's our thing in the job description.
Yeah.
I
It would be interesting to see what's actually going on with these ships.
I guess from one urban legend hop in between them.
Well, yeah.
I suppose so.
Well, Are you gonna try and catch up to it?
I think it would be out of character.
Yeah.
Right. Well, the breach point, after kind of a little bit of consideration, Clary will relay the command to, set sail for the snapper. You hear your Knassi's kind of call out in like, yeah, let's go. Um, and after a couple minutes, the ship is not fast. The galleon is not fast. You can see that whatever is keeping it moving, it isn't using like an engine or anything at this point, right?
Also able to like reiterate danger to the crew, like potential danger,
Oh.
just so they're aware.
Yeah. I mean, like, they know, like, as I've said to you, out of character, these guys know that they've signed up for something dangerous.
Yeah, but like, we're currently, let's safely get to Seal Edge, and now we're like, let's go see this weird ship. So I want to make sure that everyone knows that there is potential danger coming.
Yeah, that's
So they're
fair.
not caught off guard by it when we were, oh, we're gonna go to Seal Edge.
Yeah, no, it's all good. After maybe 5-10 minutes, you do manage to kind of pull up alongside the snapper. You can see that the deck is empty. A little bit damp from kind of last night's rain. But you can see that there is kind of damaged equipment. For the sake of it, you guys haven't, boarded the ship yet, because I don't want to take that as just go, you guys have boarded the ship now. But like on a quick inspection, like from the breach point, you can see that there are kind of still holes in the deck. You can see that what's it fucking called? Not the anchor. What's that fucking connected to?
Boat
Fucking
things.
part.
I can think of
The whole stern deck.
enough about boat.
You know the Sea of Thieves
I don't know
thing
either.
where you pull up the fucking...
Yeah, it's like the.
I've forgotten the name, but the anchor, basically the mechanism that drops the anchor. You can see that the mechanism that drops the anchor is damaged. At this point, if you would like to kind of try to board ship, you're welcome to. But yeah.
I want.
Yeah.
I mean,
We're not gonna find anything out otherwise.
I mean, easily enough, Clary is able to make it across. You can fly.
Yeah, I just do a little hop.
Yeah, but for the rest of the party, you can see that a couple of your Ganassi are kind of standing by. They have gathered these kind of like these hooks with ropes attached to them, kind of grappling hook kind of esque things. And you can see that they kind of begin spinning them, toss them over to the other ship, and kind of having that kind of connection between the ship makes it a bit easier, a bit more stable, and then they kind of lay out a large kind of gangplank so that you guys can cross.
While I'm
Yeah.
on the other ship, I just want to make sure like the grappling hooks are in a stable enough position to hold.
Yep, I mean,
Just while I'm there, as they throw them, I'm like making sure they're properly attached.
Yep. With what you can see that they are holding steady currently. You give them like a little bit of a kick to just make sure that they've grabbed onto the wood. Kind of, yeah. With that, you kind of all cross over to the snapper. The breach point still stays close by, still connected, so that you guys can make a quick escape if you need to.
Good.
But yeah. With that, I lead the adventure of the snapper to you guys.
Okay, I want to check the captain's quarters first.
Yeah.
Because I think that's where we'll get quite a bit of information.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Are you guys going to be traveling as like a group?
I think we
I
should stay
feel like
together so no one gets
Yeah.
ambushed.
Yeah.
Well, It's funny you should say no.
Oh.
So you begin heading towards the captain's quarters. This kind of head towards the back of the ship. This ship, I mean, is ginormous compared to the breach point. Like this is like it's getting close for Clary, Mishra, and Clunk, getting towards the size of the Javelin when you guys were aboard that. The Javelin was significantly bigger than the breach point, being a kind of a planar vessel as opposed to a airship. Yeah, you make your way towards the captain's quarters, kind of noticing that every now and again there's like a bit of like a crack in the floor or like a little hole that lets you see the layer below. And yeah. Why is Roopsa listening along to my Spotify? Sorry.
I can only assume because it's good music, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
gonna get jump scared. No, that's not right. That's better. Set the tone a little bit more. Yeah, you kind of towards the back of the ship, you find a small door in between two stairs, where you can see above is the wheel of the ship. The door is closed currently.
Can I open it?
Yes.
That was a long
Get a thing.
That was a
pause.
pause.
Get a thing.
I wanted to do the thing because like there's the whole joke of like closed doors being like a D&D party's worst enemy.
And no one
you know,
ever
I was
just
like,
tries opening it.
yeah, I was a bit caught off guard there.
I've played this game for long enough.
Yeah, the door kind of very slowly kind of creaks open, like a very old, like, you know. But you find a quite nice, well, what would have been a quite nice captain's quarters. You can see that the desk has been damaged. There are a lot of cracks and like almost slash marks across the wood of the desk. The carpet, the kind of blinds, bedding, all of them have been kind of torn and shredded. You can see that personal possessions are like kind of like thrown across the floor, covered in like a quite thick layer of dust. Yeah, there's like a couple of bookshelves in the corners of the room. A lot of the books have been damaged, but some are potentially legible.
Hmm.
Is there a desk in the room? Sorry.
Yes, there is a desk in the room. It is quite damaged. There is like a small leather-bound book upon it. Yeah.
Could I pick up the book?
Yes, you can.
And I want to open it and see if it's in a language I can read.
It is in common.
Okay.
You can read it. Essentially, it is the ship's ledger. Kind of, basically, it explains what the Snapper did. The Snapper was a cargo vessel. It was kind of typically it would take a lot of resources for kind of smaller establishing villages to help set up and kind of provide a little bit of like, you know, nourishment, resources for building, you know, that kind of vibe.
Okay.
The last kind of known, the last entry in this journal was from about looking at it, it is kind of dated about a year ago. And give me 2 seconds, actually, I just need to double check something. That's the wrong document. I need a different document. That's the wrong music as well. I forgot to hit my music to the right thing. You can see that the last kind of location that is marked in it is for a place called Valeza. So Valizeh.
Okay. Is it
A new one.
a name anyone recognizes? Flotsam, do you recognize it?
Mm,
This would be a general just intelligence check for Flotsam.
okay. I will roll a check. That's a 7.
Oh,
Oh,
Do not worry, because it is a fairly low DC. The Valeza is a chain of islands towards the east of Allysair. It is almost kind of as large as a continent, the island chain. It is very like humid and hot, like kind of like picture what's it fucking called? Like like Hawaii kind of area in kind of terms of general heat and humidity.
Okay.
Yeah. That is kind of it's towards the east. It's a decent way to the east. But, that is all you get from that information.
Okay. Mhm.
I imagine that Flotsam would
Yeah.
convey that out.
Yeah.
that was probably where they were
Do we-
going then.
Yeah. I still have a map. I can like point up to them.
Yeah, I mean,
Mm.
so this ship has a kind of in the captain's quarter seems to have a larger map than that of Allysair. You can see that there are a couple other continents that have been listed, which are you have the Isles of Allysair, which are the ones that I just mentioned. There's Alterita, which is a kind of north and to the north. It's a large kind of colder climate. There is Tautella, which is towards the west. There is Venet, which is the northeast, which is kind of mountainous kind of area, and then the continent of Bazin, which is towards the south of Allysair.
Okay.
Well, surely this vessel can't have been floating for a year, right?
there's no way.
Ain't no way.
Okay. What about the books on the bookshelf? Is there anything we can find?
Yeah, I mean, spending some time, we'll say like a couple, like 5-10 minutes, you can see that the books are just kind of general notes of the ship, so things like maintaining kind of track of stock, what is supposed to go to who they were kind of reporting to, various things like that. Essentially just kind of reiterates that they were going to the Isles of Allysair. They were delivering some resources for one of the admirals of the continent, and yeah.
I guess it never arrived.
Logbook checked.
Okay. And there's nothing else in here to investigate.
Nothing in the captain's quarters.
Okay.
You want to check the engines or something?
Below deck?
See how exactly this thing's staying up.
Yeah.
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 You wanting to head below decks?
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, we are.
So, as you leave the captain's quarters, you kind of notice that in the distance, clouds begin to roll in. You can see that there is a kind of a large stairway in the center of the deck, kind of next to one of the central masts of the ship. The breach point is still connected. You can see that there are, members of the crew kind of looking over, just keeping an eye on you guys, making sure everything's all good. You actually see like 5 or 6 members of the crew kind of putting on like little bits of armor, getting on some weapons, just in case that you guys need need backup or anything like that.
Absolute legends.
Yeah.
Godspeed.
You actually see one of the Earth Ganassies that has a name. Let me just fucking find the name. It is Krug. Krug is putting on a set of armor.
We love Krug.
Before we
Yes,
go below deck and as we're on our way there, I give everyone like a reassuring nod and like a little smile.
Yeah. You see that Krug smiles, nods back, and kind of like is basically just kind of sharpening his weapon. He has a spear.
Epic.
That's his weapon. That's his weapon of choice.
Hey, better than nothing.
Yeah.
Basically, kind of the condition of this is out of character, just so that you guys are aware. If you are boarding a ship like this in the future, I'm not saying that you will, but I'm just saying in case you do, there will be a kind of, we'll say that there will be like a little armed guard, kind of 5 or 6, preparing to join you guys, and they will have a condition, like essentially they'll have a held action of like, if we hear sounds of fighting, we will go and help. And it will take them a couple of turns to arrive, but it will mean that you aren't, completely on your own. There may be things in the future that prevent them from getting there to help you, but you do have that option,
Yippee! I love reassurance.
Yeah.
So, you guys kind of start heading down towards the bottom of the ship. It is dark. I believe only one of you has dark vision. Nope. 2 of you had dark vision because Mishra has dark vision given to him by his cleric domain.
I do also have the spell if we want it.
You have the spell, but you haven't cast it.
I don't think
I
it's
have not
worth
yet.
wasting a spell slot. Like we have
It's
torches.
not yet, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you can.
I'm
light a
not gonna
torch if
tell
you'd like.
shit.
Surprising.
Who could have guessed?
So shocked.
Well,
Also,
yeah,
just
you
not
guys.
to talk.
Yeah, you are ill at the moment, so I'm not fast. Yeah, so you see that the kind of ship under the lower levels of the ship are damaged. There are kind of markings on the wall, kind of almost like something has like scratched it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Does it look like? Can I tell like the direction that the scratches were scratched in, if that makes sense, or not really?
That does make sense. I just need to figure out what that would be
Okay.
in terms of a check. Let me have a look. Clyde has decided that he wants to dig up his bed.
I've been playing with Poppy this whole time.
Okay, that sounds like it would be an investigation check.
Yippee. Okay. Well, it's gone off the desk. Hang on. Okay, I can't make out what that is, so I'm just gonna try again. Right. That is a 16 for investigation.
16? Okay.
Yeah.
From what you can tell, first of all, this is not done by... How should I phrase this? It is not done by something natural, is how I'll phrase it.
Okay.
It's almost like a weapon has been used to make these kind of scratches. But in terms of direction, you can see that they are heading towards the storage kind of area of the vessel, which is in a different direction to the engines.
Okay. I would like to just point this out to the other members of the group. Like, do we want to have a look at the storage, or should we still stick with just checking the engines first?
I think we should maybe go towards storage, because if there's a threat in there and we like fuck up with the engine, we're
Yeah, it'd be
also
best to take care of
screwed.
it.
Oh, true. Okay.
Hmm.
I feel like we're playing Among Us, like, side note.
Guys, I found the body and reactor.
Ooh.
It wasn't
Okay.
me, I promise. I'm not self-reporting.
Right. Well. You guys begin to make your way towards the storage area. I, honest to God, nearly said reactor. You begin heading towards the storage area of the ship. It is down another set of stairs, just to let you know. And it is
Not ominous?
it is getting darker. So keep that in mind.
Torch.
Torch, brilliant. That is.
I will cast Dark Vision at this point. Myself.
Wait,
So-
wait, can you use it on more people?
No, it's one per cast.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Use it on yourself.
I believe a torch is a. Let me see. It is 20-foot radius, bright light, and then dim light for an additional 20.
Wait, I
Right,
don't have a
so-
torch. I have a hooded lantern. Which
Okay,
gives
then
a
what
I do have a
30-foot
torch. I
radius.
do have a torch.
30-foot radius of bright light and 30 feet of dim light.
In a hooded lantern.
That's
Yeah.
better than my torch. All right.
I thought that was the one where it does it in a cone.
Oh.
Oh well.
Hmm.
Okay, well, Clary lights a lantern instead of a thingy-mabobber. A torch, that's the word. Yeah. You light this lantern, and you kind of continue heading downstairs. As you do, you notice that this room, this storage room, is filled with various large crates covered in a thick layer of dust. It is at this point I would like you all to make a perception check.
Oh god.
Oh no,
Okay.
25.
25?
that's an 18.
That's not. Okay. 25?
Yeah.
19?
19? And then Tom?
I said 18, not 19.
I rolled a 2.
Oh dear. Mishra does not see. Yep. As you are heading downstairs, you see these kind of thick, heavy storage containers. But Clary in specific, you almost hear like very, very light footsteps.
Okay, I instantly just like put my arm out like this as in like a stopping signal,
Mhm.
and like putting my finger towards like my talon towards my beak in like a shushing motion.
I continue walking.
Oh my god. Okay,
Can
okay,
I
will-
roll.
grab him?
I was gonna say, can I grab his collar?
I
No,
mean,
you can't reach it.
that is a fair point.
took out his
Clint would
pants.
probably not be able to reach.
Oh.
The
I'll just grab
only
the back
person-
of his shirt then.
I'm gonna say the only person that would be able to grab Mishra by the collar is probably Flotsam. But if Clunk wants to grab him by the shirt, that's fine.
I'll try that.
That'll be a strength check from both of the people involved. Because I imagine Mishra will just try and continue walking regardless.
Yeah.
So that'll be a strength check from both of you.
That's upsetting.
Oh
I
dear.
don't know what is upsetting.
I got
Natural
a 4
one.
total.
I got
Natural one?
I got a 5.
Shit. Okay.
And that's the flat 5. I don't get a
Grab
Plus
modifier.
1. I had plus 1.
What was that, Flotsam?
I also wanted to try and grab him. Like,
Yeah,
just
you were-
around the arm or something.
Yeah, you can give it a shot as well.
Okay.
Can Flotsam even fail
You'll never
this?
guess what I just rolled on my die.
Natural one.
Please.
I rolled a 4 on the dice,
Oh,
but
what's
my
your plus?
With the
strength is
modifier, you win.
My strength is +3, so
Puts you at a
around
7?
level 7.
Which does beat Mishra. Mishra, you are, you feel Clunk kind of grabbing onto your back, onto your shirt. You kind of just like manage to shake him off, and then you feel the hand of Flotsam on your on your back, and you tug a little bit, but Flotsam is stronger than Mishra. Not Mishra. Yes, actually, Flotsam is the strongest in your group. But Flotsam is stronger than Clunk. So Mishra, you do come to a little bit of a stop. I don't imagine that Flotsam would be holding on like continuously. I imagine that it would just be like a quick thing of like grab, stop.
Yeah, he sort of gives like a gentle tug, like, "Hey, what are you doing? Pay attention."
After they let go, Misha starts walking again.
All right.
Oh my god.
I mean, Mishra fucking rolled a 2 on the perception.
It's his funeral.
Yeah.
Bro,
If I was
I made shit disappear. Don't worry.
He's
We
about to owe me
tried.
300 gold.
That's I'll put it on my tab.
Trust
No,
me, trust
Dad
me,
will
Mishra.
pay for it.
Mishra, you do not want them to keep track of a tab for you. I'm telling you that now. Because that means I'll have to keep track of a tab for Mishra.
Oh, no,
Cannot
don't
be
worry.
bothered.
I'll do it. I'll keep track of Mishra's tab for
You need
me.
to leave like your card behind for a tab.
Yeah,
That is,
I think.
So if you like don't pay it, ooh,
we're gonna get you.
they're gonna get you.
Yeah. In the darkness, everyone but Mishra, sees a shape. It is a very, like, hunched over shape. Very thin, very... It's
Uh-oh.
does not look good. But you see it kind of like... just kind of walking towards Mishra. Like, kind of like, almost doing that, like that kind of like crawl run, where it's like, kind of like, like Gollum.
Oh, that's horrifying.
When
It is-
Peter
it-
Pettigrew turned from the rat.
It is heading towards Mishra.
I'll roll for initiative. Yes, I got a 6 if it's necessary.
Wow. It's a fun thing that you don't get to decide when initiatives roll, Mishra.
Yeah.
But I
Now
would
I
like
do.
you. I would like you to roll initiative, Mishra.
Well, I already
just
did.
Mishra. Just Mishra. And you're going to re-roll it, because I
Aw.
didn't tell you to roll it.
Are you sure, Max?
Yes, I am.
Okay, I got a 10.
10. All good. Out of the corner of your eye, Mishra, you see this small, like, rolling shape, like, kind of like diddly towards you, right? And they, having beat you in initiative, are going to jump at you.
Oh boy.
That is a 16 to hit.
That hits.
That hits. Now, you don't take any damage. As this creature kind of tackles you to the ground.
Oh boy.
What are you doing? What are you doing on my ship?
Well, I don't know.
It was.
We saw it floating.
It was just drifting. It looked damaged. We wanted to make sure it didn't hurt anyone.
It's fine. It's fine. It always looks like this. Kind of like
I don't think that's-
scampering around.
I don't think it's stable.
It's fine. It's fine.
And who are you?
Kind of like looks, scratches, like this, like, now that they're not in the shadow, they are kind of stood in. I say stood.
Ooh.
They are standing over Mishra, in the light created by Clary's lantern.
How,
It is
Max,
a.
how
Hi.
malnourished is it?
I'm about to get there if you give me 2 seconds to describe the character. It is a very thin, very malnourished, kind of human man. Very horribly kept beard. You can see that it is like overgrown. It is oily. There is stuff growing in it.
Oh.
Completely bald head. Like skin is almost like it is grey essentially. From how
McGucket?
kind of like McGucket, yeah, in a way. Yeah, kind of like Old Man McGucket. Now I kind of want to do the Old Man McGucket voice, but that will fucking murder my throat. But yeah, they are kind of stood over you, everything's fine. It's all good, all good.
You didn't answer my question. Who are you?
He kind of scratches his beard. Yeah. What are you doing on my ship?
Insight check.
Yeah, go for it.
I don't trust this motherfucker for 1 second.
I want to stab it.
That is a 28.
As far as you can tell, this motherfucker is insane.
Okay.
You can tell that was not him hiding the truth. He just doesn't know.
Okay. We told you why we're here. We were investigating the ship because we just saw it floating.
Right, okay. What are you doing?
Oh my god. Okay.
Max,
Hi.
can I stab it with my robotic arm? Or
Oh my
fingers,
God.
please?
You can try, but you are prone currently because you got knocked down, so it'd be a disadvantage.
That's fine. I'll grab a
Yeah.
different D20. The new one is fucking me.
I'll just roll for it. Okay. With the disadvantage,
Now,
I rolled
what's go-
a
Tom, what is
16.
going on with your mic?
Might be the cable, but I rolled a. Do I use a modifier or not? And which one?
You use the lower number with the modifier.
Yeah, but which modifier?
Which modifier?
Well,
What are
wanna
you trying to do? You're
stab.
trying to attack him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it just strength check then?
Do you
Plus
have something to
proficiency
stab him
if.
with? Hold on.
No,
Do you
I'm
have
stabbing
something
with
have
my
something to stab
robotic fingers.
Your fingers aren't sharp, are they?
No,
I don't think
but
they are.
Because
Yeah, so
No.
you just try to
would it
you
just,
just try to punch
count
him.
as an unarmed
No.
strike?
It'd be an unarmed strike.
Okay. Let me. and then it's a total of 17.
Yeah. Yeah, you punch up at this guy. You can do some damage to him.
Okay. I do 1 damage.
So
You
he
do
does
one
one.
damage. You punch him in the kind of in the leg as he's kind of just stood over you. Oh,
Mishra, what the fuck?
I get back up.
Why?
what was that for?
You fucking jumped me.
Did I?
Oh, he's crazy. He's crazy.
I don't know what to do about him.
I'm gonna bonk him
Where
again.
are you taking
Don't
the
you
ship?
dare.
What was that question, sir?
Where are you taking the ship?
I don't. I was taking it somewhere.
Well, it's obviously going somewhere. Do you have a destination in mind?
It's going somewhere.
The ship's moving.
Huh.
Slowly.
Huh.
Did you think you were just docked?
What are you doing on my ship?
As
Oh,
a side note,
my
does it seem
patience
like
is wearing thin.
I don't want to deal with this. I smack him with my mace.
Oh
Oh
my
Oh
god.
my god!
No.
Roll to hit.
Please tell me this is at least non-lethal.
That's a 17 again.
That doesn't sound non-lethal.
Yeah, do your damage.
That's 5 damage.
Oh my god, he's...
Mhm.
Oh, no.
Yeah, where do you aim?
On the head.
Yeah, Mishra kind of seeing this decrepit old man swings the mace at him, hits him on the head, and you see them fall to the ground.
I'm
Okay.
too rich for this fucker.
Okay, Jesus.
What the fuck? Bishra?
We could have got some information out of him. Eventually.
Didn't
I'm gonna
look
disagree
like...
with you on that one, but we probably could have helped him.
Mm.
That's not my job.
What is your job?
Well,
Have we confirmed if he's dead or not?
Is he breathing?
God, I don't know. Is he?
Doesn't
Matt.
seem to be.
Ah,
Oh,
shit.
he's dead. I loot the body.
There is nothing.
He has
This man
nothing
is-
on him.
Yeah, I mean he's wearing nothing basically. He's covering his privates.
The crown jewels.
Yes, but aside from that, he is not carrying anything, not doing anything.
Is there anything in the storage room? Like anything?
You can see that there are more of these kind of carvings on the wall.
Mm. I was-
Go for it. Sorry.
Does it seem like the guy that we just murdered in cold blood? I feel like it didn't seem like he would be the type to create those big, like, scratch marks, maybe.
You can see, yeah. So what you can see is there are like various like scratch marks on the wall. Shapes, weird symbols. Just general like messy scratches along the wall.
Also, Snail, you said the man that we killed. That wasn't us. You could just say Mishra.
Hey, we're a party. We have to share.
I'm not taking
I'm
responsibility.
not taking blame for this.
This wasn't us.
Listen, we tried to stop him.
Did you?
I mean, we didn't.
I
have
made
a
an
chance.
attempt.
Wait, you tried to stop him from continuing going on. No one tried to stop him from
Yeah.
killing the man in cold blood.
I did try and persuade him to not kill him.
Hmm.
Well, what's done is done.
Unfortunately.
Is there
Well.
anything of note on the symbols that we either recognize or like common we can understand? Is there anything?
There is nothing that you would understand, as you are not proficient in magic.
Grr.
Can I understand them?
I would need an Arcana check, but we'll go for it.
Let's go, straight roll.
I always forget that you don't have a modifier to Arcana.
That's a 17.
17? From the looks of it, it's almost like they've kind of... I don't know. So, weirdly enough... Okay, I need to kind of phrase this in the correct way. So, when Clunk does magic, there's almost like kind of... It's almost kind of like a natural thing, right? You have some understanding of like the basics of kind of runic magic, having been covered in runes yourself. But like people like wizards would have like a stronger understanding. However, kind of looking through the various symbols, there is one that you recognize, which is life.
Depending on the context, that could probably be a good or bad thing.
Mishra, do you understand any of these?
Maybe.
I would be an Arcana check if you want to.
Could you? Pretty please.
Would you do it for a Scooby
A
snack?
Scooby snack.
Well, is a Scooby snack a gold coin?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Then yes, I can.
Right, Mishra,
I
that would be an
think
Arcana
that-
check.
I rolled a total of 8.
A total of 8.
Yeah.
Due to Mishra's, Mishra doesn't have a lot of experience with kind of life-based magic. Not doing a lot of healing.
Just I do the opposite.
Exactly.
The healing isn't as rewarding as the hurting, apparently.
Well, because you don't understand the healing, you do understand the sight of death, which is another symbol that you recognize, which is scrawled on the wall.
How many symbols on the wall are there?
There's, it seems to be like, there's not a lot. There's like maybe 4 or 5.
Do you
We'll say
reckon
4.
these symbols relate to the gods? That's my current theory. I've got nothing to base that on apart from life and death. That's it.
I will say, for the people that both did an Arcana check, this does seem more like just kind of written out magic. Almost like a spell, as opposed to a religious, religious-related thing. The symbols that you have seen do not relate to any of the icons of the gods, and I will say that for Flotsam's benefit, especially as Flotsam is a local of Allysair. There isn't like symbols of the gods or anything. It is just the symbols kind of representing different things in magic.
Okay. And there is nothing else we can decipher.
Not currently.
Okay. I take out a little notebook and I sort of try and replicate all of the drawings for like future reference.
This would be a sleight of hand, just
I
for the.
love sleight of hand.
Yeah.
Well, it's as if your entire class is based around it.
I don't
anyone
like
else
sleight of hand anymore.
What did you get?
7 total, natural 1.
Oh my god.
Oh my
How many nat ones has there been this session?
Too many.
2.
Mishra is the only one that hasn't had a nat 1 so far.
Right.
Are you sure? No, I haven't.
Well, so, what I will say, you guys, Clary is like very, very crudely drawing these symbols down.
It's probably because I don't understand the symbols that I'm
Yeah.
not drawing
Yeah,
them correctly.
you're kind of like, you're second guessing yourself on how it's like kind of made a lot of the time. Is there anything people would like to do whilst Clary is drawing these symbols? It'll take like maybe a minute, 2 minutes for Clary to get that done.
We've already checked
Loot.
everything in the storage room, right?
Loot.
You haven't checked everything, you've just seen stuff, if that makes sense. There are like containers that you can open.
I would see exactly what's
Oh.
supposed to be transported.
Yep. Right. Various people can roll investigation checks for what they are doing.
Oh, another flat roll. 14.
14. Mishra, are you looting?
Yes.
Roll an investigation for me.
Investigation.
Flotsam, are you doing anything?
14.
Yeah, can I have a little rummage in some of the
Yep.
crates just to see like
Yep.
what's in them?
Yep, that would also be an investigation for me.
Yep. 16.
Cool, brilliant. So 16 for Flotsam, 14 for Mishra, and then was it 11 for Clunk?
No, I had a 14.
14, so 14 for Mishra and Clunk. Right, well, as you are kind of looking around, Mishra and Clunk, you find kind of like just various, like, a lot of the crates that you guys kind of open are spoiled food, kind of rations that have gone off,
It's a shame.
wood and stone that have kind of been damaged, and the wood kind of like almost rotting away. You do find like a couple of like bars of iron kind of between you two, maybe like we'll say like 3 iron bars between the pair of you.
All right.
We'll say for a total of we'll say a total of 75 gold. So split that between you two, however you want.
75 is all mine.
No, that's not how that works.
It's not how. Yeah, I was gonna say it's not how splitting works.
That's not how
Ah.
splitting
Also,
goes.
not a number divisible by 2.
All right, we'll round it. We'll
I-
round it. We'll round it down to 70. You both get 35.
Okay.
And it could have gone up to 80, but Tom was greedy.
So you get
You get less.
you get nothing. You mean nothing.
Flotsam, however, with a 16.
Oh.
As you are kind of having a look around, you find it's a strange crate. In all honesty, as you are kind of looking through it, you notice that there are various strange things. You can see that there are like little bottles of water. You can see that there is a little pouch that contains what looks like a powdery dust. You can see there is it's almost like an owl feather in one.
Okay.
For you, this means nothing.
Very strange. This is very random.
Yes, but I think Clunk would probably get what this is, and
May I see it?
I'm gonna say like, hey Clunk, I found some random powder and stuff.
yeah.
Random
You know.
powder, you say?
And some feathers, and it all seems very random.
Hmm.
When Clunk looks at it, this is spell components,
No, neat.
and at the bottom of this crate, you hear a very slight vibrating.
Vibrator.
Yes.
Someone put something naughty in the crate.
It's a wand of smiles.
Never heard of that.
There is like a kind of vibrating might not be the right word. It's like a kind of like shaking noise.
Is it
We'll say
like
a shaking noise.
pulsating?
No, it's kind of like a noise. Like imagine like you've got like a box that is like kind of rocking back and forth.
Okay.
What is it?
Yeah.
You having a rummage?
Can I,
Yeah,
can I reach in and try?
Yeah.
Try and find it.
As you reach in, you have a look. You find a shaking box. Wow!
Oh god. Okay.
Could have guessed.
I'm gonna.
It has
pass
a
it to Clunk.
It has a small latch on it. You can see that it can be opened.
I'm looking at Clunk like dead in eye. Like, do you think there is an animal inside?
I just shrug. I have no clue.
I'm scared.
Probably fine.
Mm,
In the box.
If you're not gonna open it, I will.
I'm not gonna open it. You,
Alright, I'll open it
you
then.
open it. You
Yeah.
like,
Within
Oh,
the, you opening it?
yeah, I'm gonna take it from Flotsam and open it.
All right. Clunk, you kind of open the latch with like a little like click noise. You open the small little lid, and you see it's a very small gem. It's almost like a diamond that is beginning to glow.
Concerning.
Would you say it's worth, around 300 gold?
I would
It's
say
not a
it would have
diamond
been-
though.
It would have been around 300 gold had it not been cracked in half.
oh,
So what you're saying is
Clunk.
we have 2 halves worth 150 gold each.
Well, you have
I'm pretty
one
sure they
half.
wouldn't be valued like that.
You have one half of a diamond,
Oh.
which is beginning to glow.
Interesting. I know what's making it glow. Do I know what's
the
making it
runes
glow?
in the room begin to glow.
Oh no.
Oh, you've put together the spell components.
What spell is that?
A very, very cold breeze going throughout the room.
I don't like this. What is that spell? I have no clue what that spell is.
I don't know either.
As far as you can see, this is the only thing that is reacting to whatever the runes are doing.
Is this just a freezer?
No, but that would have been really fucking funny. That would have been really good. I should have done that. No. The gem kind of like dig, and then you hear it crack, and it kind of disintegrates, floats amongst the breeze. The runes begin to glow, and then all you hear, "What are you doing on my ship?"
Speak with Dad.
Oh,
You
shit,
hear that
yes,
from
speak-
behind you.
Is that speak with them?
Wait,
You hear
I
that.
don't-
You hear that from behind
Oh.
you.
Oh.
No.
Standing over the body
Mhm.
of the mangled old man is a glowing figure of an old man.
Huh?
What are you doing on my ship?
Investigating.
Oh.
I do really want to know what the spell this is. Can I try and figure it out?
Yes, you can try and figure it out. It
Would
would
this
be
be an
another
Arcana
Arcana,
roll?
yes.
15.
15? Kind of having a look at it, this would have been Revivify had the gem not been damaged. What has happened, essentially, from what you can put together, is this soul has been summoned back from the kind of the afterlife, but it cannot take the physical form.
Oh no.
No.
So is he now like stuck here?
Ghost ship.
Well, we just have to see.
We've not been able to let a soul pass
Mm.
on.
No.
That's so bad.
Part of me wants to fix this, but the other part wants to not lose this contingency.
Okay, well, we'll keep it for now.
Mm.
You have no idea what I'm talking about, don't you?
No.
I know what you're on about.
Yeah, I know you are, but I don't think Clary knows.
No, I don't. Enlighten me.
I'd rather not.
Okay.
I'd rather not worry you.
That worries me more.
It's fine, probably.
The figure, the ghostly figure, looks on. Can I help you?
What's this ship?
It's the snapper.
And are you the captain?
No.
But you said it was your ship.
It's my home.
So you're not the captain.
Oh, no.
Okay. Was there a crew at some point?
They kind of look off into the distance.
Okay.
They don't say anything after that.
Are you aware that your ship is floating? Like, drifting off?
I thought we had landed.
No. It looks like the ship has been drifting for some time now. Where are you from?
No answer.
Do you know where you're from?
No answer.
Oh, I see.
Clunk, help!
Hmm. Is it some weird way that it just became like a speak with dead spell?
I don't know. Like, I've asked like a million questions and like he's not gone yet. And usually with Speak with Dead you have like a couple of questions, right?
Yeah, you have about 5.
You kind of look off in the distance.
You said this is your home, right?
Yeah.
I am so confused.
Have you lived anywhere else?
I don't know.
What do you know?
This is my home.
What do you know that can help us help you, maybe?
This is Max thinking.
I'm trying my best.
I'm still just trying to figure this out.
I think this is a good place to take a break.
No!
Oh my
god!
Of course.
I think we're ready to get back in.
Gaming.
We love gaming.
Right, well, to kind of reset everything, the last thing that happened is Mishra murdered an innocent man, and
Can't believe you, Mishra.
the party found various spell components that seemingly activated by themselves. The soul of the man that Mishra just murdered is now kind of rematerialized in the room, and seems to just not be answering questions. It's
Still
kind of
have no
around-
clue what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of around this point that they almost seem to just kind of slowly begin to fade.
You didn't answer my question!
I don't think that's the biggest issue here.
My question!
The figure disappears. The body remains motionless on the deck, on the floor. You can see that like a little puddle of blood is starting to kind of form. Yeah.
I mean,
This music is not appropriate. Hold on.
Max, I did want to ask you before, and it's probably too late for this now, but I realized I could up my sleight of hand roll for the replication of the runes.
I think it's been too long. Yeah, I knew that was something you could do. I just didn't say
forgot
anything.
about my knack.
Yeah, I'm gonna say because it's been too long.
I wanted to ask you, you could only say no.
Well, yeah.
My knack. Ooh, I gotta remember I have that.
You probably should.
Yeah.
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 I mean, at this point, the body is motionless, blood kind of like pooling out.
Hey, Clunk, do you think I accurately got the drawings and I should proudly show him my notebook? I think I
Yeah,
got them.
totally. Yeah, totally.
Well, you could use this as reference later, right?
Clunk, you can actually see that a little bit, like, Clary has actually torn through a bit of the page. That's because of the natural one.
Hey, I had a +6.
Yeah, but you still run on that one. So it's funny.
It wasn't a complete fail.
I use it as a reference to copy the runes myself.
Yeah. Clunk looks at you and is like, "Good job, buddy." Just like kind of like just right step, like just like done. Yeah.
You just happen to miss a couple lines here and there. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay.
Just like
Okay.
you look at Clunk's depiction, it's like all neat and tidy, and there's like
It's like putting
swirls
a
and
kid's
shit.
drawing next to like a Van Gogh
Oh.
painting.
This is my drawing
Actually, it's
Vincent
Van
Van
Gogh.
Gogh.
I put the sword in the corner.
I gave it sunglasses.
He looks cool.
Yeah. It's got a big thumbs up.
Yeah.
It's like fucking Teletubbies.
We can put this on the fridge.
Only we had one.
If
we
only
had
there
a
was
fridge.
one on this ship.
We should get a fridge.
What school of magic would it be?
Oh.
Hmm.
Abjuration.
Refrigeration.
Cold.
Druid, not a wizard. You're expecting me to know? I'm a druid, not a wizard. I don't know schools of magic. I just do it.
Well, let's go to Strixhaven and find out. Whoa.
To be fair, Strixhaven's the school, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Strixhaven would be canon in the Allysair multiverse.
Well, it's canon in every multiverse.
Well, unless
Assuming
I
they
say that
subscribe
it
to the
isn't.
multiverse theory.
Unless I say that it isn't,
Oh.
as I am existence.
No, but that's the
I
law
am
of
all of it.
Strixhaven. That's a Strixhaven law.
But I don't care. Have I read the book? No. Do I care? No. Does it exist in Allysair? Yes. Because I'm feeling kind to the Strixhaven writers.
It exists
I wait-
only because I said so.
As with all D&D rules, it exists only because I say they do at this point in time. But yeah, I mean, what would you like to do?
Well, we've got to check the engine,
We just move
right?
on. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the best we can do.
Yeah, just gonna leave the body there.
I mean,
I mean, what are we gonna do with
it?
I don't know.
Harvest it.
Ew.
Fucking hell! I was gonna
That's
say
a
like,
joke.
cover it.
That's a
You could
joke.
cover it.
Right.
You know, there's like a tarp
We-
nearby that you could cover it in.
I was just like, otherwise, I don't think we have a tarp. Yeah, I'll put a tarp over the body.
Yeah, okay. The body's covered, and you all kind of make your way towards the engine room. Yeah. After a couple minutes of walking, you find yourself in the engine room. It is significantly bigger than the breach point, having multiple layers, almost as if like have you seen those kind of like fuck, what's the word? Have you seen like the inside of a hydroelectric dam?
Yeah, those things are crazy.
Yes.
Yeah, you know they've got like the kind of like two layers. It's like open floor plan kind of thing.
Hmm.
That's kind of the vibe, right? Yeah, you can see that the engines are inactive. They're quiet. The crystals are kind of dull. Yeah.
So the engine is not running at all.
The engine is not running.
And how
That makes me
the
think
fuck-
this is just gonna fall out of the sky at some point.
I don't think there's any way we can stop it.
Hmm.
It's like, is there a way we could steer this thing?
Take it where?
You know what? You bring up a good point.
Like at this point, it's going to like go into the ocean, and I think that might be the safest place for it.
It's by far the
Mhm.
safest place for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, are you going to be leaving the snapper?
I don't think there's anything for us here.
There's nothing left. Yeah.
Well, yeah, you can kind of make your way up, heading up the sets of stairs, and head back towards the breach point if you would like to.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You give the order to kind of disconnect from the snapper, and
Yeah. As I'm still on the snapper, I take off the grappling.
yeah,
things.
I assume you let everyone else get across first.
Yeah.
Um, you actually see that the two of the crew, you see that Crud was gonna get one of the grapples, and kind of like thanks you for doing that. You also see like it's kind of like a smaller, like kind of a scrawny Ember Elf, kind of younger. It looks like maybe like 16, 17 years old. Very much like you can tell that this one, like this Ember Fire Ganassi. Did I say Ember Elf?
You said Ember
You did.
Elf. Yeah.
I meant Fire Ganassi. Sorry, why did I say Ember Elf? They're very different. This Fire Ganassi is kind of a scrawnier, 16, 17 years old. You can tell that, like, you know, having been on the ship for as long as they are, this Fire Ganassi is kind of like being trained up to do stuff around the ship. Kind of like a family member of another one of the Fire Ganassis.
I don't know how good I feel about having someone training on the most dangerous ship probably in Allysair. Oh, I don't want them to get hurt.
Yeah. But, you know, Clary kind of hops back over with the two grapples, hands them back off. You see that Krug very, very easily just takes one of the grapples, begins to wrap it up. This younger Fire Ganassi is like, you know, kind of like struggling a little bit to get it wrapped up, but over time he does manage to do it. Yeah.
Wonderful. Great job, gang.
After a little bit, you see the snapper kind of just heading off, kind of fading into the distance. Yeah.
I wish we got more information.
Yeah, it's a really weird occurrence.
Very
It's so
mysterious.
strange.
Yeah.
I feel like I left that ship with more questions than I
Yeah.
entered it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, is there anything you guys would like to do? I imagine that you're still planning on heading towards Steel Edge, but is there anything you would like to do in the meantime?
I want to check up on the crew.
Yeah? Anyone in particular, or just kind of a general check
Just
around?
a general, and if there's like anyone in particular, like I'm keeping myself open on the ship, so if anyone wants to come up and talk to me, like I'm down to.
Yeah. Alright. Aside from people like Valmilla and Howard kind of like, you know, having their moments of kind of catching up with you, kind of informing, you know, Howard's like, the stock levels, you know, I might need this, this, and this in the next town, just as a heads up. Valmilla's kind of like back and forth, kind of talking with you and Clunk about things like directions, wind currents, things like that. So I imagine Clunk would probably have a little bit of time where Clunk has to go off and do quartermaster duties.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of charting the wind, things like, you know, just kind of general stuff like that. But after a while, Clara, you do actually get a visitor.
Oh,
Yes,
wonderful.
I know, delightful, isn't it? The visitor, let me just change the music.
I was gonna say the spooky music's still playing.
It's all done. Yeah. So the visitor is a figure you know, on account of they are part of your crew. Your crew. I'm going to try that again. They are a part of your crew. You can see it is a Asimar man with kind of caramel skin, white hair tied back.
This fella.
Yes, this is Katan, the tutor for the ship. So, you know, this was the person that was helping out with Nizora and Meredith's education aboard the ship.
Yes.
He kind of comes towards you and, you know, he's like, is it okay if we speak privately?
Of course, yeah. And I head towards the quarters.
Yeah, he kind of walks with you. I mean, kind of, he sits down at the desk. Captain, it is... I've been meaning to update you on the progress that I have made with both Nizora and Meredith, and whilst both of them have been making good progress, there is something I'm worried about.
Okay.
Whilst I feel as if I have been dishonest with you.
Dishonest
There's-
for good reasons?
Dishonest for my protection, at least,
Okay.
is how I will phrase it. To put it bluntly, when I have been working with those two, there has been some kind of magical aura. I mean, as you know, they are both spellcasters. They do have that kind of connection to the weave and things. But it is one that I have seen before. To put it bluntly, Captain, I am not from Allysair.
I mean, neither are most of us, so I don't see
I'm
why
not
that would be a
from-
problem.
I am not from any of the continents of this plane.
Again, neither are we.
Yes. I'm from a plane called Elysium.
Oh, okay. Wait.
Hmm.
I'm not saying that in character. Wait.
Mhm.
That's just genuine Grim being like, ooh. Okay. Yeah. Probably he notices like Clary's face just gets a bit more like intrigue on it.
Before anything, Grim, I would like you to roll a history check for me real quick.
Oh, I don't think I have a good history. Wait. I mean, I don't have a good history, but the stat.
Mm.
+1. I'll take it.
Natural 2.
19 total.
Ooh.
19? Okay. You will get a bit more of this than I was planning on, which is lovely.
Wonderful.
Whilst I now live in Allysair, not by my own choice, I have taken up the position of a teacher, a tutor. But this is for a reason. I'm not sure of the level that I can interfere with this world, to put it bluntly. With knowledge that I have, it may set them forward or backwards at an unnatural pace. I'm sure you understand.
Of course.
But whilst I was on Elysium, I was a member of a group called the Elite Guard, which is something Clary would now recognize because of the history check. To put it bluntly, the Elite Guard were almost like multiversal peacekeepers in a way. It was very rare for them to be off of Elysium, but whenever they were, they would do their best to kind of... It was for a reason.
Would I have had any dealings with them?
You
Like,
yourself
not
would not.
firsthand. I mean, like...
So Clary would not have. However, someone in your past would have.
Oh, is it Cully?
Nope.
No? Would it have been, what's his face from Bright Forge?
Nope.
No? Ilra?
It would be Ilra.
Oh my goodness.
Now, so Kay kind of looks towards you and is like, I'm unsure if you have heard of the Elite Guard or of what we do, but...
I have.
Right, that makes things a little bit easier. Before I arrived on Allysair, a couple years before, I was I was working with a scholar. The scholar, his name is not important at this point in time, but it was a young woman who found a source of power. One that we hadn't seen before. Something stronger than, well, to put it bluntly, the culmination of the weave. As in, stronger than all known spells, if that helps.
Yeah.
The sum total of the multiverse's knowledge. It's more powerful than that. It was a kind of... It was more... Have you... He kind of looks and he's like looking around. It's like, sorry, I don't know how much I can say. Apologies.
Is it a trust thing or like an oath you took type of thing?
I did swear an oath, but not that. It is more so I'm just worried of people overhearing. And, well, I don't want to reveal anything that is potentially dangerous for other people.
If you could reveal as much as you can.
I will. So, whilst we had found, typically the elite guard would be alerted of kind of dense magical energy across the multiverse. And sometimes these would be things like rifts between the planes. Those were simple. We would go out, we'd check them, just make sure they're not hazardous. Sometimes it was, very rarely, reports of solar dragons. This was something we hadn't seen before. This was one of the first times that the entire elite guard were sent off of Elysium. We found a small plane. It was one of the further realms of the multiverse. It was a small realm known as Mazar. For some reason, the plane itself had a portion of it missing. But it was blanketed in continuous blizzards, storms, just dense snow. What we had found in this, when we had gotten there, was what appeared to be a large set of remains, bones, kind of armored plating. And from what we could put together, it was the remains of a creature known as a Tarask.
Oh, shit.
We didn't report this to the wider public. Tarasks are rare enough, but this was one of the largest that we have seen.
I've
And
only
we
ever
didn't
heard
want to.
stories of them.
This was... to put it plain and simple, we were worried that this would become a bit of a tourist hotspot, and it was an absolutely not safe plane for people. Whilst we did find creatures on the plane, they were hostile. They killed a fraction of the elite guard. But the reason I bring this up is, whilst we were there, we found it was like a gem that was embedded in the Tarask skull. And for whatever reason, it had a very similar aura to Meredith and Azora.
So
We took this gem back to Elysium, and all was good for a couple years. We studied it, made sure it was okay. But at one point, the Citadel was attacked, and during the fight, I was caught in the wake at the breach point. all I saw before falling was a Aarakocran figure.
What? Clary is trying to hide the surprise on her face.
Mm.
What
That
did
sounds like a
this...
performance check. Just real
Deception?
quick.
Can I use deception?
Nope. Nope.
Why can't I
Sounds
use...
like actually no.
It's
I am
No, yeah,
deceiving!
deception would work. Yeah, deception would work actually. Is this something that you have a knack in by any chance?
Yeah, it is, but I don't... I mean, unless I haven't succeeded, but I got a 19.
19? Yep. You can. Kay can. Doesn't. You can tell that Kay is kind of unaware.
What did this Aarakocra look like?
I didn't get a good look at the time. I mean, I was. To put it bluntly, I was mid being pulled through a breach point, but. From what I could tell, they were blind in one eye. Very kind of. Very, like, thin frame.
Can't be mine. I've not said that. I've not said that.
Yeah, I know. But yes, I wanted to bring this up. This gem that we found originally was something we were worried about, and the fact that this energy is around these two has got me worried.
Honestly, a general question, and I hope that I can trust you with this. I used to work for a person called Ilra Stormfront, and I have heard that you had some dealings with them. I wasn't working with them of my own will. I want to put that forward right now. If that means you lose trust in me, I apologize. That is who I worked for. I just wanted to maybe know a little bit more about your dealings with them.
I mean, the dealings we had originally were nothing too huge. They were a small thief group, kind of based around the inner realms. You know, occasionally there would be heists and things that would need the attention of the elite guard, but typically they were a small group that didn't do a lot. At least when I worked here. I worked there, even. I've been on Allysair for a couple years.
I only bring this up because I was tasked to bring a package to Elysium, and it was on that journey that we ended up here.
Right. Thank you for the honesty. I appreciate it. But
Do I
yes,
trust him enough to show him?
I don't know, do you?
Rolling a dice.
I'll leave it up to fate.
It was a nat 20. I'm showing him. I trust him.
Yeah.
Do you mind if I show you what I was supposed to be transporting? Maybe you know a little bit more about it than I do.
Go ahead.
It was probably like in a locked drawer in my desk.
Yeah. I feel like that's a fair thing to say.
So I unlock it, take out the box.
Little brass key, you know. Yeah, take out the box.
I take out the box, push it like in the desk, like in front of him, and open it so the opening is facing him.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm blind! You see that for a moment he kind of covers his eyes with his hand. It is quite bright. But over a little bit of time, his eyes kind of adjust. And he looks down at it. He looks up at you. Is it okay if I touch it?
Whatever you need to do.
Yeah. You see he kind of as he begins to reach down, he kind of like one hand goes towards the gem, the other goes towards kind of like his chest, and he kind of grabs something. And as he's kind of reaching down, you see like almost like a gauntlet begin to form around his hand,
Ooh,
like kind of
that's
like
cool.
metal. It's like like kind of metal plating, like you hear like the click 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 of like metal plating kind of go up towards his like elbow. Kind of covered in this. It's quite beautiful, like it's almost like golden armor.
Ooh.
There's like kind of like detailing of like blue scales on it.
That's
But he
so
kind of
cool.
picks it up with one hand and takes a look at it. Well, kind of puts it back down. Seems there was a reason I was sent here.
Is this what it was?
He nods.
I'm
This
so
was the gem.
I'm so confused. You said you were sent here years ago?
Yeah.
But we've been here a month or two, at least. And I was supposed to take it to Elysium? Are you saying that this was like some sort of weird fate or destiny?
I don't know if you can say that, but it is clear that whatever has happened is connected. We were worried originally that this gem, I mean, you can see that it contains some immense power.
And that might
We
be
were
why
worried.
you feel it on Nazora.
We were worried that it would be used as a weapon.
It was actually used to make goblin jerky.
He kind of raises an eyebrow. Really?
Yeah, Nazora used the heat of it, I guess, to dry it out and then ate the jerky.
Were they the way that they are before this, or?
Yes, they were.
Right, okay. Kind of puts the gem, like back in its case, closes it up so he's not being blinded. Right. Well.
Max, quick question.
Hi.
Was there a contact in Elysium that I was supposed to bring it to?
I need to remember.
Because obviously it had to go somewhere at once I got there.
There was a contact. It was all you got told really was it was an orc woman with kind of a scarred eye. That was it.
For when I got to Elysium, I was supposed to give it to an orc woman with a scarred eye. Do you know them?
Nothing rings a bell.
No.
But yes.
Yeah, she was supposed to be my contact for when I got there.
Well, thank you for telling me this. I'm sorry that I hid who I was. But
It was for
we
your
all
own
have to.
safety. We've all got our secrets, clearly.
We all have to make choices.
None of them are gonna be easy.
Do the others know of this?
Yes.
Right.
They know what this is, and they know what I was supposed to do with it.
They know what this is.
The box, yeah. I mean, they don't know because I don't know exactly what it is.
Is that a deception?
No. What do you
Okay.
mean it's that a deception?
Because you guys do technically know what it is.
Oh wait, no, we do.
Yeah. So is it a deception?
I'm gonna change my phrasing. We don't know
Mm,
exactly what it is. Can I change my phrasing to that?
I'll let you change it to that, but I've done something.
Okay. We don't know exactly what it is, but we're trying.
But you have an idea?
We think well, it's not a think. It's tied to a being here called Tevet.
Hmm.
It's a piece of him.
Right.
He's sort of been communicating to us through it.
And Nozora used this for goblin jerky?
Before we knew exactly what it was, and they didn't really tell us they were doing that.
Right.
And when they ate the jerky, she got I think she's now linked to Tevet in some way.
That would explain the energy. The aura. That makes sense.
But would that mean that Meredith is also tied to Tevet?
I suppose. For Krim's benefit, if you remember the portal incident,
Yes.
the energy fired through Meredith, through the crystal, through the gem.
It did, yeah. So yeah, she is tied to him. Somehow.
Yeah.
So that's probably your connection to them.
Right. This needs to be protected.
I currently have it under lock and key.
We were worried in the Elite Guard that this gem could be used as a weapon if someone figured out how to harness it. Maybe it only works for certain people. Maybe it only, maybe it can be done by anyone. But whatever it is, it needs to be protected.
Well, I've protected it this far.
And you've done a good job. I would prefer that, for now at least, the crew doesn't know my true origin. I mean, you and the rest of the officers, you're welcome to know. You aren't from this world. But the wider crew, I think for their protection as much as anyone, don't need to know about this right now.
Are you okay with me also keeping this a secret from Meredith?
That is a decision that I leave to you. I will do my best to protect her when she's under my care. But I worry that whatever this is may make her a target for something. Maybe Nozora too.
I'm scared her knowing would make her more reckless.
At the end of the day, you are the captain. I leave these decisions to you.
Thank you for trusting me.
As for you, as the say, you can try that again. You know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I do.
He kind of stands up, and for the first time, normally Kay is quite relaxed. I mean, like, kind of in, like, stance and attitude. This is kind of the first time you've seen almost like a militaristic aspect of him. Very like straight back,
More tense.
more not tense, but definitely more serious. And again, he kind of reaches out, and you see the gauntlet kind of come back for a second to give you like a handshake.
I shake it.
Yeah.
Clary doesn't have a strong shake though.
Oh yeah, I mean you can tell that Kay is not being not being forceful with it. It's a very gentle handshake. And then you watch the gauntlet kind of receding as he walks out of the room.
Shit. Okay. That was not what I was expecting.
Crazy stuff. For a minute, I'm like, oh, he's gone quiet.
Yeah.
No.
His dogs always do it. It's all good. Listen, if I've had to deal with Clyde this session, you can have one dog bark.
One dog bark.
You're only allowed one. Any more than that will not be permitted.
Oh god, okay. I'll just have to preempt his barks.
You have to predict the future. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, at this point, it's your call. What do you do?
Do I want to tell everyone else? Do I? Yeah.
Oh. Do you?
Ooh, decisions.
We love decisions here.
I want to keep secrets from you, but I also don't.
Sounds more like indecision than decisions.
I want to gather everyone, the party in my office right now.
I will say, for the sake of I don't want to roleplay as Nozora, whilst Misty isn't here.
Oh, I don't want Nozora to be there.
Okay. Genuinely, do you not want Nozora to be there?
No.
Okay. Yeah, Nozora is not there then.
Oh god.
Nozora has kind
I'm
of
doing some nefarious shit.
Oh. Yeah. Okay.
So I've just had Kay, talk to me.
What'd they have to say?
Well, he's also not from Allysair.
Oh, that's interesting.
He's from Elysium.
Oh.
And was a member of a group called the Elite Guard. I don't know if any of you have heard of them.
No, not that I know of.
Flotsam would not, because Flotsam is an Alysarian local.
Clunk.
I don't think I would.
I will say it's up to you. I was going to say you could make a history check if you feel like it, but...
I don't feel like I would know.
Yeah. Mishra would probably have heard of them, just because of the status that he has. So, yeah.
Yeah. And he, came to me concerned about Nozora and Meredith. He had, seen that they had the same sort of magical trace. Which appeared to be tied to Tevet. He was aware of the piece of Tevet that we have. I showed them to him, and he confirmed, yes, that they had been looking for that and was scared that it was a super weapon. We're keeping it locked away for now. And I'm not telling Nozora this for their protection and for Meredith's.
Understandable.
Just because of their link, and I know how protective of Meredith Nazora is, and I don't want both of them knowing, and then they both end up making reckless decisions. I mean, we've already seen this link with Tevit in Meredith with the portal incident.
Yeah.
I don't want that to happen again. I don't want to put her in more danger. And I don't want Nazora seeing this link to Meredith and feeling more protective of her, and that leading to a reckless decision. And I'm also concerned at why this was going to Elysium and why I ended up here and it having a link here. I'm still super confused.
Yeah, I imagine. I wouldn't know either.
Can I know why I look at Mishra and Clunk, why you two were on your way to Elysium?
I mean, yeah, I wasn't really aiming for Elysium in specific. I was just kind of hoping to get some sort of answers about a question I've had. I figured just exploring around would be the best place to get started on that.
And would it be rude of me to ask what the question was, or is that too personal?
I can answer it later. Let's put it that way. I don't feel super comfortable answering that now.
Okay. Mishra, why were you heading that way?
See if Tom remembers his backstory. Do you want me to tell you?
I'm too sick for this. No, like, now my nose is fucked.
It's all good. I mean, would Mishra tell backstory?
No.
Okay. Mishra kind of shrugs it off and just
Okay.
shakes his head.
Well, that doesn't really answer anything. Kay has also asked that you keep this all a secret from the crew.
Makes sense. It would cause some sort of event to happen if it got out to the rest of the crew. Couldn't tell you what, but I can tell you it wouldn't be calm.
Yeah, keep Kay's identity a secret and basically everything I've just told you.
I felt like that was a given.
I'm even more confused. and
Yeah.
unsure. And I'm not even sure I should
This
be
whole
keeping
situation's
this from
complicated.
Azora. But I think it's the best thing to do for now, at least. Until we know more.
Yeah. Yeah, this whole thing is incredibly complex.
Yeah, that's everything.
I'm just still thinking about the implications of this. It's a bit concerning, to say the least.
Yeah, Kay was apparently sent here through a breach point. And coincidentally, I show up with the thing he's looking for.
That's
That was
that's
going to
concerning.
his home plane.
That's very concerning.
Things are just lining up too well.
It just feels like something's controlling them, or some force, or whatever. I don't know what.
Like, I was hesitant to call it fate, but at this point, it seems like it, and I don't know if I like it.
Fate works in weird, mysterious ways, and I don't like that. I don't like not knowing things.
I was perfectly content just being a messenger and not being involved in world-ending god shit.
At least you know what you're doing.
But I trust your judgment.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
It just seems we're attracted to trouble, aren't we?
Yep. This force, whatever it is, can it give me a break, please?
No, with the way things have been going, I don't think it has that in its repertoire.
Oh, I think I just heard it go, no!
As I say, it doesn't seem to be in line with its sense of humor.
Like, just a breather, that's all I ask for.
No, not allowed.
Well, is there anything else?
I don't
You'd
need
like
to
to do?
discuss anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
Mm.
I feel so bad
Well.
keeping a secret from Nazora.
As
Yeah, especially something this vital.
yeah, it is getting a little bit late. Kind of 8 or 9 p.m. As you know, maybe you guys are starting to head towards bed. You pass one of the kind of smaller rooms of the ship, where you can see Kay is sat there with Meredith, kind of just having a bit of a chat. Nazora is kind of held up in their room for the time being. Yeah.
Nazora wasn't
This class
invited
didn't go
to the
well.
family meeting. They don't know what was going on, so.
Yeah.
I guess they weren't doing well in class and got mad.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, at this point, I assume various people are kind of starting to head to sleep and such.
Sleepy time.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
do want to, like, look at the painting one last time before I go to bed.
It is unchanged from the last time.
Grrr.
And yeah, we kind of had that moment where we're looking through various people on the ship. You know, kind of Clary, Flotsam, and Clunk all kind of settling down. I imagine Mishra's kind of doing a little bit of work at his desk.
It never stops working.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And yeah, before we end the session, there is one last thing to do.
Oh.
Mishra, you've been working on, you've just been doing some tinkering. As you know, maybe you've been having a little bit of a look at your arm, working on that, trying to maybe give it any upgrades. You know, the ship is quiet, everything's calm. The room is this kind of soft amber light. It's quite dark, which makes it more apparent when a glowing blue light begins to filter in.
Iron Man?
No.
What are you doing on my ship?
I'm gonna kill someone.
You're being
How did he kill someone who's
naughty.
dead?
And that's where we're going to end today's session. Enjoy your new ghost friend, Tom.
As we get for committing a random murder.
Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's session. It was a very fun one. I enjoyed myself.
It was
a
also
lot.
it was very
That
fun.
was
I would
so
agree.
fun.
That's really fun.
But now I have things to think about and secrets to keep.
Yeah.
I'm just
You know what?
thinking, when's the best time to discuss a certain thing?
I was gonna say, do you know what it makes it so much funnier that this entire thing of like keeping secret from Nazora is happening on one of the nights where Misty is sat in front of me with their headphones on, playing like noise cancelling stuff, and they can't hear any of what we were just talking about.
Oh.
Hey, it's up to you guys if you want to break the secret, but I'm currently not.
I have no plans to break the secret.
I have no plans to, but also I feel like Flotsam doesn't have enough context to know like how much of that maybe like I don't know. I could see him flipping up easier than the others.
Yeah.
To be fair, it'll come next week, and I'll forget my own secret.
Yeah.
To be fair, it'll be in the recap, and I'll say this is a decision that they have chose to keep from Nizora, so
Yeah.
that'll be your reminder. Well, thank you so much, guys.
Thank you
It's
for
been
running
lovely
the
to have
session.
you.
Thanks for running
Thank
this.
you for a fun session.
That was so fun.
Sorry, I'm yawning. I'm tired, man.
That's fair.
Yeah. I hope we'll be back next week. It should be a fun one next week. Do our best
Yeah,
to get
because
this.
I'm over.
Yeah.
Over.
Oh fuck! Actually, yeah, we'll see how that goes. Tom's visiting our house next week. Which is gonna be fun.
He's gonna show up
Yeah.
and kill us all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna take over.
Hijack the system.
Guys, holy shit! I just got a house.
Just ignore the 3 tarps in the basement.
We don't have a
Oh,
basement, silly.
oh shit! Hold on.
Oh,
I've just realized.
What?
oh.
What if I
No,
made Max
actually,
realize?
no, don't worry. Don't
No, I'm
worry.
I'm
worried.
very worried.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
No, I'm
Are
worried.
you
Let me know.
sure?
Let me know.
Yeah, there was something silly I was gonna do, and then I forgot,
You can do it
so I
next
haven't done
session.
it. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it in a future session. Don't worry. Yeah, but yeah, thank you guys for coming. We'll be back hopefully next week.
Hopefully.
We'll see how things go.
Fingers
Yeah.
crossed.
We hope.
Bye.
Bye bye.
See ya.
Bye.